The following tables give the gold medal times in the men's and women's 100-meter freestyle Olympic swimming event. A. Find the regression lines for the men's data and the women's data. B. Sketch both regression lines on the same graph. C. Analytically determine when women will overtake the men in the event. Does this conclusion seem reasonable?
Now we're going to see the steps to find the regression line formula, which is y equals a plus b times x. X means the year of Olympics, y is the time made by the winners, this sign means the sum of, and n is the sample size, which is the number of Olympics games. We first need to find x times y and x squared. Then find the sum of every column and replace it in the next equations to find a and b. The last step is to substitute a and b in the regression formula.
Now we're gonna tell you about the general formula too. We can have the a and b. A is equal to the sum of y times the sum of x squared minus the sum of x times the sum of x times y divided by the sample size times the sum of x squared minus the sum of x to the square. And for b, we need to multiply the sample size times the sum of x times y minus the sum of x times the sum of y divided by the sample size times the sum of x squared minus the sum of x times square.
I'm going to show you how to get both the women's regression line and the men's regression line. What we have to do first is to copy the data we have from the Olympics table. So the next step is to replace all the data we have into the next general equations to find A and B. So to find A, the equation is 1198.97 times 84,455,408 minus 43,100 times 2,345,676.48, and all of this is over 22, that is the sample size, times 84,455,408 minus 43,100 square. And all of this gives us a result of 393.285. So this is A. Next, to find B, we replace this into the general equation of B, and we get 22, that is the sample size, times 22,345,676.48 minus 43,100 times 1,198.97, and all of these again over the sample size times 84,455,408 minus 43,100 square, and this gives us a result of minus 0.173. So this is our value of B. So then we have to replace the A and the B into the general equation, that is y equals A plus B times x. So once we place these data into the general equation, we get that the equation of the regression line for men is y equals 393.285 minus 0.173 times x. So to find the equation of the regression line for women, we have to use the same procedure we used to find the men's regression line. So to find A, we substitute the values and we get that 1,304.39 times 80,814,944 minus 41,192 times 2,554,326.44 is going to be divided by 21, that is the sample size, times 80,814,944 minus 41,192 and all of that square. So once we do this, we get that A is equal to 589.831. And to find B, we substitute the sample size times 2,554,326.44 minus 41,192 times 1,304.39 divided by, again, the sample size times 80,814,944 minus 41,192 square. Once we do this, we get that B is equal to minus 0.269. And we get that Y is equal to 589.831 minus 0.269 times X. So this is our general equation for the women.
With the data we have, we can see that during the 21 Olympic Games, men improved 15.23 seconds, while women improved 28.36 seconds less during the 100 meters freestyle Olympic swimming. Now, by having both equations, we can know that during the Olympic Games of 2048, women will do less time than men in the 100 meters freestyle. Here, we have both equations. We substitute X by the year, that is 2048, and here we got the difference, and women will have less time. Here we have a bold line regression lines formula from men and women. So now we're gonna have to know what year is when the women need to have less time than the men have. To solve the equation, we're gonna use substitution. So now in the formula for women, it will be 393.285 minus 0.173. X is equal to 589.83 minus 0.269x. Now we need to isolate x, so we're gonna have minus 0.173x plus 0.269x is equal to 589.831 minus 393.285. Now we need to isolate x, so we will have x equals 196.549 divided by 0.096. X is equal to 2,047.3541.7. And now if we don't have a year that exactly like that, so the year when we will know that the woman will have a less time than men is 2048. And this year is when we will have another Olympic Games.